Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports. We've got a unique game for you here. Some collegiate players added to the regular mix. And tonight, it'll be New Orleans going up against Brooklyn. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. No one near Adebayo as he lets it go from beyond the arc and then some.
Well, his shot has come such a long way, and now it's a big part of Bam's repertoire.
Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness. Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And after playing most of his career at the center spot, Greg, do you like Bam Adebayo playing power forward?
Oh, it's great. At 6'9", I felt like he was always undersized at the pivot, making up for it with his strength and toughness, but he has the mobility and the skill to play the four without question.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Outside Boozer. Pass to Wilson. 6 to shoot. Here's Bailey. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's what made Ace Bailey a top 5 pick. His supreme talent as a pure shot maker.
Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by New Orleans.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the basket by Bailey.
Great transition play there from Bailey. I know coaches love seeing the rookie hustle.
Here's Lillard. It's blocked.
Wow, did he time up that block? Strong defense at the rim.
Pass to Boozer. Wilson with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. That one hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Bailey's got 6.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
To stand multiple defensive selections for Bam Adebayo.
Well, look, Kevin, Bam Adebayo has 3 key things for a defender. All right? He is smart, he is tough, and he is very, very versatile. He can guard virtually everyone on the floor at a given time.
Here's Peterson. After the basket by Brooklyn. Makes it off the glass.
Showing just how dynamic he can be. Once Peterson gets into the lane, you're at his mercy.
To the middle. Now here's Adebayo. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
And he anticipates the contact and gets in good position to get the call. That was just smart, tough basketball.
Well, it's not easy being a 6'9" center in the NBA, but Bam holds his own fine with most of the 7-footers out there.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Reese. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now here's LeBron. Drives to the hoop. Misses the double clutch jam. Anthony nowhere around. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. New Orleans leads by 2. And don't go away. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Man, LeBron James, the king, can still fly.
Anthony left side. Oh, that's blocked.
Well, no matter how close you are to the rim, if the defense is lurking, consider moving the ball.
Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. New Orleans shooting their first foul shot of the game.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. In whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Here's Tillman. New Orleans with a fresh shot clock. There's the 3. Sinks the triple.
And what makes Boozer so special, he can really score all over the floor, including from beyond the arc.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
The 3 from Anthony. And the 3 ball is good. Anthony's got his first 3 points of the game.
And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
Here's Reese. Pass to Adebayo. And New Orleans pushing it up now. From deep. Offensive rebound.
2 minutes.
Here's Wilson. New Orleans moving it around. Jones for 3. Drains the 3-pointer.
And Jones has made huge strides as a 3-point shooter since his rookie season. He's now a serious threat from out there.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Both teams will make substitutions. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Trailing by 4. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Outside, Walker. Clock at 6. And finished off by Walker.
For his size, Walker has great burst off the bounce.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Bailey. He has 6. Going inside. Rejected by Bagley.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooting.
Off on the layup. To the paint. Here's Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
Well, that's just fantastic awareness. recognizing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
LeBron with it. He's picked up by Doncic. And it's James missing. Brooklyn trails by 4. Down low. Here's Bagley. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Here's LeBron. Smooth finish inside by LeBron.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Inside. Bosh. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And Bosh can use his size like he did there. And he can step out and hit the jump shot as well. You love the versatility.
It's not going to go for him. And so it's New Orleans with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. And the officials into the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Substitution for Brooklyn. Number 35,
Pulls up, high post. And that one's good. Suggs. Suggs has got the first basket of the third quarter for New Orleans. That's a 2 from Lillard. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And just like his NBA All-Star dad, Carlos, Cameron Boozer is an incredible rebounder. But he also brings a little more playmaking, a real do-it-all type talent. This guy's got a really bright future.
With the step back. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Bailey. Driving the lane. The kick out to Boozer. Offensive rebound. And finished off by Bailey.
With good instincts and length, Bailey is a plus offensive rebounder.
Outside, Fox. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Wilson. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And finished off by Bailey.
About the showmanship there by Bailey.
Fox got a piece of it.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And stolen by Lillard. And there's the drive. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, that quickness from Lillard is still there, guys. Plus, he can finish it, too.
Pass to Adebayo. To the right side. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Edgecombe. He's covered by Boozer. All by himself. And finished off by Bailey.
Boy, once Ace Bailey gets it going, good luck slowing him down. He can make just about any shot on any type of defender.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. A minute 50 left to play in the third. Here's Fox. Here he goes. Can't get it to fall. New Orleans leading by 10. James, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Oh, whoa!
That's just unfair.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. You put a little extra on that one.
Back to Anthony. 6 on the shot clock. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 5.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Pass to Tillman. Here's LeBron. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
The wide open look here for Fox. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And some kind of switch must have been flipped at halftime because both teams are getting after it.
Yeah, and you can feel the pace picking up in this second half. Both teams have dialed up the intensity.
Kicks it out to Lillard. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, that is a timely three-pointer there. They had to keep it within reach going into the fourth, and that shot allows them to do just that.
The third quarter comes to a close. New Orleans on top, up by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. New Orleans leading by 4 and stolen by Lillard. Here's Anthony. Pass to Edgecombe. 3-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stolen by Walker. And here's the fast break. Back to Anthony. Now Edgecombe. Wilson with the block.
How about Wilson protecting the rim, using that 7-foot wingspan?
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Here's Bailey. Pass to Fland. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Wilson. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Wilson's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for New Orleans. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Teams changing it up here. Brooklyn trails by 6. SGA with the ball. Broke loose. It's stolen by Adebayo. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for New Orleans.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
And not just that, they're also forcing turnovers at a high rate and taking advantage in transition.
And that one drops.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Doncic going to work.
And sometimes players forget that Doncic is 6'7", meaning he's more than capable of scoring inside.
LeBron James missed on the 3. Walker in the post. Oh, what a finish!
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those pucks over here.
And James picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Wembanyama. Tipped away. It's stolen by Adebayo. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That's his first foul. New Orleans leading by 5. James. That does not go. Doncic. launches it. Down he goes for three.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
What a thing of beauty from James.
And when you need a big score, you want LeBron to get the ball, and that's why.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Banchero and Boozer with the block.
And this is the kind of defense you love seeing from Boozer. Away with the rejection there.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Lillard. Now Adebayo. Oh, the dunk.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
James. That one drops.
Was there ever any doubt who they were going to go to? LeBron James is clutch.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
Yeah, easy call.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
LeBron James.
And maybe the most storied high school player ever. It's amazing to think that LeBron's exceeded expectations at the pro level.
Adebayo cleared away by Jones. James with it, picked up by Ed Jones. And he jams it in.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
And he drives in.
LeBron James.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot two.
Shooting for New Orleans.
And so he makes both from the line. And so Fox will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 14-point game. Shoots the three. James. Not going to go. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. A solid win on the road for them this.
Thank you to all the fans who make